What's good, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Kxng back with another video. Not from wasting the time, man. Today, reacting to something a little new to the channel. partsFUNknown, 10 best tournaments in wrestling history. Man, y'all know me, y'all know I love me some wrestling. Just gotta look at Backlash last night. Backlash over-delivered last night. Man, I ain't gonna spoil nothing for you. Go and watch it for yourself, but start catering to the wrestling fans a little bit, getting some of the stuff I love. Granted, I love me some Queen and some Michael Jackson, all type of music, but WWE I always had my heart, not just WWE, but pro wrestling in general, man. So we finna get into this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and everything else, man. And if you can, join the membership, join my Patreon, join my Snip Seed. I believe I said that right, but join me, man. Support me whatever you can. Appreciate all the love and support. Now let's get into this. This is partsFUNknown, 10 best tournaments in wrestling history, man. Let's see what we got.
There are three things that people know about what I love about professional wrestling. I love wrestlers using a bunch of masked goons to do their bidding. I love when wrestling is secondary to Oscar bait, tearjerker shenanigans. And Adam Blompier bloody loves a tournament. I love tournaments so much. They're the perfect foundation for telling wrestling stories.
Tournament's good as long as it makes sense.
You can put together a bunch of dream matchups just because. You can tell multi-match long storylines, make new stars, christen feuds. Tournaments are the best, the best, the best. AEW is currently running the Owen Hart Cup, and they've already created magic in the form of Dax versus Cash. Tournaments are the best, but it got us thinking just which tournaments are the very best. I'm Adam hailing from partsFUNknown. Here are 10 greatest tournaments in pro wrestling. And if you'd like to advance to the next round in the I'm a Bloody Legend tournament, then you need to subscribe to partsFUNknown and turn on notifications so you never miss one of our silly videos about silly, stupid wrestling. Honorable mentions, the Wcpw World Cup. Haven't put it on the list because it would be a bit biased to do so, but sod it, we actually made the thing work and we were incredibly proud of it. And also, specifically because Luke Owen asked me to talk about it, TNA's Fight for the Right 2007, a tournament that started with a reverse battle royal and was won by a man who wasn't in the tournament when it started, who got to the final by beating a man who'd already been eliminated from the tournament earlier. Fab stuff. Number 10, WWE Gold Rush. There are very few things that WWE can say they
all the time
do well, but honestly, tournaments might just be the thing. There's a bunch of WWE tournaments that could have made this list. The NXT UK Championship tournament was both good. The NXT Breakout tournament, of course, the Brawl for All, everyone's favorite. Hit him. But oft overlooked is the WWE Gold Rush tournament from 2005 to determine the #1 contender for Batista's World Heavyweight Championship. The lineup's insane.
This was a good one, man.
Kane, Edge, Triple H, Jericho, Shawn Michaels, and Shelton Benjamin. Their famous match featuring that famous super kick is from this tournament.
I love it, man. Yeah.
Long-running story of
sweet shit music.
Briefcase to cheat his way through the tournament and also into Lita's heart. Top quality TV. Number 9, the Mae Young Classic.
That was good too. They produced a lot of stars, man, for real.
As they operated as feeder systems into the big dub. 5 years on from the first incarnation of the tournament, it's absolutely stuffed with talent. Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Kimberly, Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, Toni Storm, Dakota Kai, Rhea Ripley, loads of amazing wrestlers. Of course, this was 5 years ago, so the hype around some of these talent wasn't quite as fever pitch as it might be today. But both Mae Youngs definitely made some superstars. And
shout out to Rhea Ripley joining Judgment Day.
Shirai, Storm, some absolutely matches and a huge injection of top talent into WWE's ranks. Just a shame the tournament's trophy wasn't a giant walking hand. Best incarnation of the tournament 2017, but only just. Number 8, the King of the Ring.
Yes,
you heard me, it's not in the top 5, and honestly, nor should it be. Don't get me wrong, the King of the Ring tournament has created some stars. Austin, Triple H, Lesnar, Angle, but oh boy, it's real hit and miss with plenty of duds thrown in there. Poor Billy Gunn. It doesn't matter that you won King of the Ring.
He did him wrong,
also, Sheamus' crown makes him look like a stag beetle. All of that. Generally speaking, the tournament is a good thing, but the main problem with it is that WWE doesn't treat it as important anymore. It's no longer one of the big 5 pay-per-views of the year, and there's nothing really on the line anymore other than the heel gimmick of dress fancy is prick. There's no denying it's still got name value and was a treasured piece of WWE's past, especially in 93 and 94, but not quite so much anymore. Best incarnation, 2002, when something was actually on the line. The world title shot at SummerSlam, featuring some belting matches like Test versus Brock Lesnar. Horse. Number 7, AEW's World Championship Eliminators.
I don't watch it, but I heard it was fire.
Great so far, but feels wrong to put them on the list before their conclusion. But even in its short history, AEW's put on some crackerjack tourneys. The inaugural tag team tournament populated the very first run of Dynamite shows. The TNT title tournament was great, but the most reliable format has to be the World Championship Eliminator. Each year, 4 to 8 wrestlers battling each other for a shot at the title. It's only been around for 3 years, but their list of winners, Jon Moxley, Kevin Omega, and Bryan Danielson, speak for themselves. Best incarnation of the tournament, 2020, Penta versus Ray Phoenix.
Man, say what y'all want. Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, he went on WWE. He going hard these days, boy. He ain't playing with y'all young kids.
They'll play a major part in the all-time great Hangman storyline. Number 6, Best of the Super Juniors. Heading over to New Japan, who love a tournament almost as much as this guy. Super Junior Tag League.
The G1 Climax gotta be about number 1.
New Japan,
maybe number 2.
One other tournament that we'll mention later in the list, but one of the most influential and quality guaranteed is the Best of the Super Juniors, their light heavyweight version of the G1, which is always stuffed full of wonderful matches and often features some of the greatest up-and-comers from all over the world being invited to perform on New Japan's big stage. It is such a wonderful melting pot of hot young stars. For example, AEW.
New Japan go hard too, man. That's where you get. That's most your star come from. Shinsuke, AJ Styles, Ricochet was over there. Bro, everybody been over there, man.
The final of Shingo Takagi versus Will Ospreay was especially ludicrous. Number 5, the Cruiserweight Classic. Can't believe there's only been one of these. It ruled. Its shine might have been dulled in the checks notes 6 years since the Cruiserweight Classic, mostly because of all the people who competed in it. So many are gone from the company. No one from the final is still in WWE. No one from the semifinals.
Everybody left, man.
Of the quarterfinalists, only Noam Dar and Akira Tozawa are still around, with one on the invisible NXT UK and the other one, well, you know, the double commitment ceremony. But that can't detract from the fact that this one tournament back in 2016 had more Stone Cold classics in it than almost the entirety of King of the Ring combined. Gargano Ciampa, Kendrick Ibushi Alexander, Grand Metalik TJP, so much amazing stuff. Bring it back, please. I know you hate the indies again, WWE.
I doubt they'll bring that back.
Please bring it back. It was really good. Number 4, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Tag team wrestling is the best. You know what else is the best? Tag Team Tournament Wrestling. And you know what's even better? Tag Team Tournament Wrestling in NXT. Now, to be fair, with teams like
NXT had the best tag team.
Brothers, MSK, NXT 2.0 still
for real.
A healthy enough tag division, but back in the heyday of the Dusty Classic, it was something else entirely. And all of it to win a pair of Dusty's boots, but if you hit the green block from Super Mario. Over the years, the tournaments featured so many amazing matches. The Triple Threat, TakeOver New Orleans, DIY versus Aleister Black and DIY versus Undisputed Era, Weights versus Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, which is very silly indeed. Look it up. Grizzled Young Veterans versus MSK. Every single year, each tournament contains a couple of instant greats, especially ones that take place at a TakeOver. The only downside is we've never actually seen anyone wear those shoes. Best incarnation, 2020. Really hard to pick a best year, but the Broserweight story, it's the hardest.
I like this story, man. That's my favorite one. But Real and Pete Dunne, man. But Butch.
Number 3, the Battle of Los Angeles. A pro wrestling guerrilla, whatever next. A tiger mask. PWG was and still is a one-stop shop of wonderful independent wrestling buffoonery. A promotion that mostly revels in the silly bang for your buck joke that is modern professional wrestling. But even when they're not showcasing a bunch of indie legends waddling around the ring with their thumbs up each other's literal bumholes, they put together some of the most terrific wrestling this side of Ring of Honor. And their grand showcase for PWG Does Proper Wrestling is always the Battle of Los Angeles. Their yearly single elimination tournament that's been running since 2005. And
that young Keith Lee and Walter, boy.
We've seen winners that have become huge names like Kenny Omega, Ricochet, Kyle O'Reilly, and some guy called El Generico. Whatever happened to him? Best year? Well, this is hard. Let's go with 2015, won by Zack Sabre Jr. Wait, no, 2017 had Keith Lee get to the final. 2014's final was Ricochet versus Roderick Strong versus Johnny Gargano. I don't know. They're all good, but all of them from independent wrestling's glory years of 2012 to 2017 will probably do you right. Dip in and enjoy. Number 2, the G1 Climax.
Like I said, the G1 Climax in New Japan, boy. Classic.
The G1 every time has a silly sex name, but Jesus Pickling Christmas has to produce some of the best matches of the last decade. The Jewel in New
Strong style, boy.
It's been running under one
boy stiff over there.
Since the 70s, and when it was known as the IWGP League, it was won by Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. The appeal of the G1 Climax is pretty simple. 2 blocks comprised of many of the best wrestlers on the gosh darn planet competing in a round-robin tournament, meaning everyone wrestles everyone else in their block in some of the sexiest, most violent, punchiest matches of the year. And since 2013, every tournament features just a bunch of matches that makes you want to grab someone by the lapels and scream, "Stop what you're doing and watch this match." It's the pinnacle tournament in a company that was the pinnacle of professional wrestling in the 2010s. Best incarnation, again, really tricky, but let's go with 2017 after all. There was an Okada match in this one. 2019 was really good too, Ibushi versus Jay White. Yes, please. And number one, the Deadly Games tournament. The G1 Climax is undoubtedly the greatest wrestling tournament in the world. Yes, but the best
I know they ain't talking about that tournament with The Rock and Shane McMahon were in cahoots with each other. They can't be talking about that.
Of the belt was declared vacant because shenanigans. Wrestling-wise, the
Oh
tournament
my
is
lord, that's what they
mostly
talking about.
bollocks. However, from a soap opera booking perspective, it's
That's messed up.
one night of carefully engineered
That ain't right.
screw jobs that manages to actually feel like a single cohesive story rather than the jumble of Russo madness. So many wrestlers go on fun journeys on this one night. All
I saw this for now a little and I hated it because they did The Rock wrong.
Stooge but gets double crossed.
No, take it back. They did Stone Cold wrong and gave The Rock the championship. That was messed up.
Play off their rivalry from earlier in the year, inadvertently placing The Rock in the final, and of course one of the greatest nights in The Rock's life, entering as fan favorite number 2. Helped along by the corporation in ways only obvious on a rewatch. That Bossman nightstick spot is perfection before becoming the corporate champion. It all just makes sense. The very best example of the overused concept of swerves, and it all takes place in front of the hottest of crowds. Garbage wrestling, but the greatest story a tournament's ever told. And that's our list. What's your favorite wrestling tournament? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video around if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to partsFUNknown for more silly wrestling content. And never forget.
Man, look, y'all. I'm mad they put that on there because that legitimately pissed me off. I'm like, this man done sold his soul to the devil. Literally. No. Cause Stone Cold had it, man. He was 1, 2, and Shane McMahon did this right here. I was mad, boy. I was fired up too. That's messed up. That was messed up, man. Oh man. But in my honest opinion, I say, and this is a little biased, but the tournament that started Kofi Mania, that's my tournament. Even though he lost, that was building this story, and it ultimately led to him winning the WWE Championship from Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. So that was lit. That's personally my favorite, and of course the G1 Climax, classic boy, every time. Kenny Omega versus Okada, off the wall storytelling, always good, man. Always good. What's up, man? Appreciate y'all for watching the video, man. Let me know what's y'all favorite tournament. And on top of that, let me know what other wrestling content y'all like to watch. I know I got some WWE fans out there, or AEW. It don't matter, man. We all pro wrestling fans right here. You know what? That makes y'all like with me. So appreciate all the love and support from y'all, man. I am King Trez. And man, I ain't got nothing else, so that's a wrap.